Hi, my name is Alice. I will be your guide throughout this video. We will be focusing on how to use our online ordering system. For starters, choose a web browser. Firefox, Chrome, and new versions of Internet Explorer will definitely work with this website. Once you have chosen your browser, you can go ahead and type in www.ordernap.com. Once you hit enter or search, you will be prompted to our online ordering system. The username and password will be provided to you by management. Once you have that information, you can go ahead and log in. Let's focus on what is in front of us. So we have ordering parts, check my order status, return merchandise, check purchase history, check my account, change my contact info. Right now we're going to focus on ordering parts. When you hit this tab, this is basically going to show you what items we have in stock. So this is to create a quote. You can definitely use this to either just check on prices, check what we have available in stock, and this is pretty easy to do. All you have to do is select the year. We're going to do 2014 Toyota Corolla. So right after you select the year, it'll prompt you to select the maker. You can go ahead and choose Toyota. You just have to scroll down. And Toyota is right here, and then the model, Corolla. Once you type in all that information, you will be able to see what items we have in stock. So for starters, it'll show you the part number. This is our part number, what our number is in our stock. It'll show you the description of the item. It'll show you the certification, the availability, list price, your price, and the quantity. For example, we're going to go ahead and choose the first one, which is a non-certified bumper cover front. We're just going to highlight that item. If you want to choose another item, you can just scroll down, and we're going to go ahead and choose a bumper insert. Let's say we only need those parts. We'll go ahead and add it to cart. Once we add it to cart, it'll ask you, do you want to be cart? You can go ahead and press yes. And you'll be able to see the parts that you are getting quoted for. So like I said, it'll show you your list price, your price, the quantity, the availability that we have in stock. These two items are non-certified, so it'll let you know. These are our part numbers. And it'll also give you the total. This is an account that pays taxes, so it will definitely show you if you pay taxes or not. If you don't pay taxes, it'll say 0 right here. But for this video, it's showing us that it does have taxes, so you can just disregard that if you would like. Once we hit Big Quote, it'll give you the option to enter a PO number, so we can just type in a few numbers in there. On Write a Note, specifically, if you just wanted to actually get a quote before actually ordering the parts, you can go ahead and just put quote only. And this, what does it saves it on your account, just in case you want to go back and make sure you actually quoted something. You can always go back and look at this. And then you can definitely hit next, and that'll send it back to our sales representatives. And they will call you just to make sure if this is just a quote or if this is an order. Also, if you're sure that this is that the prices are correct, this is the part that you want, what you would have to do next is just type in order parts, and then you will be able to hit next. Within 10 to 15 minutes, one of our sales representatives will get in contact with you just to make sure these are the correct items that you want to order. Right, so then we can go ahead and hit form selection. You can go back to the menu, and we're going to go back to this quote tab just so I can show you exactly what you can do. If you go to view cart, you're still going to see that previous quote that we have on there. If you decide that you don't actually want to add this quote on there, you can definitely go ahead and cancel. You just hit the X, and it'll automatically remove that item from that quote. So we can do the same for this one. So we can just go to buy more, and then we'll go ahead and choose a different item. Let's just use 2016 Buick. I believe it chose a Buick Verano. So this is a really good example for items that we do not have in stock. As you can see, if you scroll down, a lot of the quantity section on this particular model, it's showing that a lot of the items are special order items. When it comes to this and you see this and this is a part that you want, it will be better to call to order. Most of the time, these are items that have to be ordered from a different supplier. It doesn't necessarily mean that they can be provided to you. Sometimes they are available to order, sometimes they're not. So preferably for this one, it's better to call. You won't even be able to add this as a quote. But some other items are still available. As you can see, this one is a value. We have 2 in stock. You see your list price, you see your cost. So that's something to really keep in mind on when it comes to parts who have a red, they're highlighted with red on here, and it does say call to order. That's something to keep in mind. One other thing that we can do with this tab is you can also select the category. If we type here and there's only one specific item that you're looking for, you can go ahead and just click on that. For this item, it looks like there's no bumpers whatsoever, so we can try a different car that we might be able to have these items. So what we can do is just reset the vehicle, and it'll say 0 on the cart. So let's go ahead and select the year. We're going to do a 2014 Toyota Corolla. Okay, and then let's select an item category. So let's go to bumper covers. And as you can see, it's only showing us bumper covers. So it's front bumper, rear bumper. So we can go ahead and highlight those items. There's a non-certified. Let's choose a non-certified rear bumper. So I highlighted those 2 items. So I'm going to add them to my cart. Once I add it to my cart, I'll go ahead and say yes. I'll be able to see my quote. I'll be able to see the list price, the cost, and my total. One other thing that you can definitely do is if you want to add different vehicles on the same quote, you can do that. I know sometimes it's a little bit harder to keep track of them if there's certain items from different vehicles on the same quote, but this is something you can do if you choose to do that. You can just go ahead and select the year. Let's try a 2016 Ford Focus. All right, so we're going to focus on an absorber, and let's do a bumper reinforcement. So I just highlighted 2 items. Oh, and I'm going to add those to my cart. So once I hit add to cart, I'll just say yes. And then now you're going to have two separate tabs on here. You'll be able to see the items for the Ford Focus that you want to quote and the ones for the Toyota Corolla that you did previously. And it'll always show green highlighted when there's only one in stock. So this is what's coming up on here. So then you would just go to view quote, and then you can type in your PO number, and you can either go to order parts to order the parts, or you can just write quote. And then you would just hit next. So once you hit next, it will show you all of the items that you have been quoted for. If you want to go ahead and process the quote, you go ahead and process the quote here. And then also on top, it'll give you the item numbers, the total item numbers that you have, and your PO number. You can also click quote detail. Oh, sorry, click. And then you can go ahead and process the quote. We are going to go back to the menu.